Hi, welcome to Golf Tip Tuesday. Today we're going to learn how to hit out of bunkers from firm sand and soft sand. Okay, so I found myself here in the bunker and the sand itself is really soft. Okay, so the technique's going to be a little bit different versus a firm, soft sand bunker. So for this condition here, you want to be able to have a real shallow approach when you go through the sand. And here's how the setup's going to dictate that. Number one is I'm going to stand a little taller at address. Okay, I'll have the ball a little bit more forward. My weight's not going to be so far forward here as much. I'm going to be kind of 50-50 with my weight. The face of the club's going to be open. And make sure you have a sand wedge. I have a 56 degree with about 10 to 14 degrees of bounce. The way you can slide right underneath this ball and not dig too much. So the technique, when you swing, staying a little taller, you're going to try to feel a lot wider with your backswing and wider on your follow through. So it should look like a big U here. Okay, we want to take just a little bit of sand out, be real shallow. And you want to actually delay the wrist so much so that it feels controlled, but I'm not going to try to flip this thing out, okay? So again, we're going to get pretty wide here, stand a little taller, okay? Open that face up a little bit. Be real wide with your arms, delaying that wrist action. So it should look like this. Okay, that was a nice shot there. And the sand, I really didn't dig down so much, but I took a little bit of sand, keeping everything real shallow and wide. Okay, the second shot we're going to learn out of the bunker is when the bunker is really firm here with sand. The technique's going to be a little different versus the soft sand shot. First off, get yourself a little bit more loft. In this case, I have a 60-degree wedge with about 8 degrees of bounce, because I'm going to try to get really steep here when we have a firm sand shot here to get it out. Number one, with your setup, you're going to have the ball position slightly forward. The face of the club is pretty square. Okay, I'm going to actually get a little bit lower to the golf ball, bringing my hands a little bit lower with my weight a little bit more towards my left. And the arm swing is going to be really narrow, and I'm going to almost lift the club straight up with my wrists and my arms. It's okay to break your arms here because we're trying to get into a situation where I go straight down after it. Okay, I don't want to be wide here. I want to be really steep and almost finish my swing at the very bottom. Okay, so this swing is going to look very much like a V rather than that U-shaped bunker shot for soft sand. So let's go ahead and give this a try. So I'm going to go ahead and get a little lower with my hands, a little bit more weight towards the left. Let's try to get that swing where I'm more of a V shape. All right, I'm going to lift the club up, bending the elbows, and then really leaving the club back into the ground here with some speed. Okay, that's going to pop it straight up. I'm going to get a lot more angle of attack there on firm sand, leaving the club in the sand, and will pop the ball straight out. Okay, so the next time you find yourself in a sand bunker, evaluate the lie if it's soft sand or firm sand, and I know these two techniques will help you get it out.